That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the 25 on second down, Fields. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. On 3rd down, Wilson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice gain of 21 yards. Minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really throwing the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. out of the gun, running with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Fields swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first and 10, here's Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Robinson's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. Bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Cohen now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second and 12. Fields now to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now it's Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Wilson wants to throw it. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9.